Welcome and welcome back to Dawn Spiritual Guidance. It's your girl Dawn, and we got a message for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Welcome to your timeless collective message. All right, Holy Spirit. What is this? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. This is a lot. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Page of Swords in reverse. So somebody didn't see something coming or don't see something coming. Okay, this could be past, present, or future information for you. And this is dealing with love here. Okay, let me just put that out. This has something to do with a heartbreak. So maybe some of you guys didn't see a heartbreak coming, a separation coming, or, you know, but this is something, or it's gonna be positive with the Chariot here, right? And then Judgment. The Judgment is some sort of movement forward. So I don't know, maybe it might be a bittersweet thing for you here. We got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is like your mind not being stuck or, you know, confused or feeling trapped, whether, you know, however, in whatever way that may be for you. All right. But so yeah, it looks like you know, maybe this was the heartbreak, right? You know, or maybe also at the same time cutting free from this caused a lot of heartbreak, right? All this pain is leading to a positive movement forward here. Okay, now why is this coming out in your love reading? The High Priestess in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Hold on. There we go. I'm saying it like, no. Sorry, y'all, I'm doing two things at once. Okay. Anywho. So we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So it looks like what you didn't see or don't know, the reason for some type of halt. Like there's judgment on that. Right? So you may not know that this is what's coming. Like, you know, you could be hurting. And why this is coming out in your love reading, I don't know. Okay? Maybe because you were friends with somebody you really cared about. This is a family member or whatever the case may be, or somebody that you dealt with romantically. Or this could be you to somebody else. With the energies as you see fit, put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Where somebody could have hurt somebody, and not that the other person couldn't have gotten hurt. You know, there's different degrees of things, and could have been a contributing factor to the reason why maybe things were stagnant, right? When things should have been moving forward or moving more forward than what they were. Okay, and so there's some sort of judgment. Judgment has been casted, and or will be, depending upon what season you're in while watching this. Okay, and maybe this is something that you just don't see coming, and somebody didn't see, whoever, you know, maybe have plotted this plan, you know, or mistreated you, or you mistreated them. Somebody didn't see the day that they would get caught, or that they would, you know, get judgment called on them. Okay, yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody got bad karma. It is bad. Look at that. The devil. Uh-huh. Yeah, oh my gosh, look at the major arcanas, the Chariot, the Judgment, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Devil, Death card. Okay, yeah, breadcrumbing. Ooh, somebody's gonna be in some serious lack. And why this is coming out in your love reading? Somebody want to come back, Eight of Cups in reverse. But it looks like this energy puts you in a third party situation, or they may be around bad company or something like that. Okay, this is some energy you had to like maybe transform out of, or you're doing, or you like put an end to this connection already. or this is them, you, with energies as you see fit. So the tower is, so remember that lack I was talking about with that Six of Pentacles being in reverse? Yeah. The judgment is somebody's going to be the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So Six of Pentacles upright can represent overflow. It can represent having, you have so much, you can be a blessing to others in the name of God and still have a whole shit ton left, pay your own shit and still have a whole shit ton left over, right? Of abundance, okay? Currency, and currency comes in more than just screen paper, all right? Time, effort, energy, all that, health, all that. Well, it's like somebody finna be in some very serious, like that's what somebody's judgment is, and this may be a shocker for someone, okay? But it's because of the hurt and pain that they caused here. Well, what happened to receive this type of judgment? Ten of Wands. This came with a lot of burdens, okay? They put a lot of burdens due to being a false person, or you being a false person, with energies as you see fit, towards a Empress energy, regardless of gender, okay? Yeah. Knight of Wands, somebody, they tried to play with you. This was a very immature energy here. They tried to play around with you, spite you, get revenge in whatever way, shape, or form. And that really sucks, because this is coming out in your love reading, honeys. Okay, this is coming out in your love, the love portion for those that this applies to. Okay, don't apply what don't fly. Okay, so that's terrible. So because someone decided to do something like really outrageous, it put some that you really care about, it put you in a place of, if it didn't feel like stagnancy, it was moving very slow, to the point where it just in some cases felt like it wasn't moving at all. Okay, that's because somebody wasn't being honest. They weren't reneged. They reneged on a contract here. Somebody reneged on a contract. They reneged on a partnership. And also a part of that, somebody wasn't who they said they were either, with the High Orphan both being, being in reverse. That sucks too. Because what? Queen of Cups. Yeah, look. And all of this done to a Queen of Cups energy. Very nice. There's a lot of hate, jealousy around this energy. Y'all could be, very kind, loving, giving, nurturing, and all the rest of that, right? And not that you're perfect, but it's like, people really hating on this energy because you're very healing and stuff like that. Typically people want to be around this type of energy because, they need that nurturing. They need that loving. A lot of people, unfortunately, and hopefully this will, be different. A lot of people don't know what love is. They don't. Not real love. Okay, so it's like somebody like partied, celebrated, you having so many burdens, responsibilities, and while they knew that they were a cause behind you having all these responsibilities and struggling to, it's one thing when you have responsibilities and you have the resources to maintain them with ease. Then at that point, it's just about your organization and your consistency and your discipline to just do stuff. It's a difference when you have the discipline, the consistency, and all the things. You may not be perfect, but you pretty much have those things, but you ain't got the resources to work with. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Right? Like, it puts you in a place where it's not like you can't move, but it's not the best situation you could be in, right? It's not impossible, but it's not the best situation you could be in, right? Well, somebody celebrated They smiled and geeked up, laughed and stuff like that. They celebrated your downfall. Not they celebrated your downfall. Baby, not they celebrated your downfall. They celebrated stuff stop moving. They celebrated, let me find out. That's what this heartbreak is about. The stuff that they did behind the scenes that maybe you do or don't know. Whoever this may be to you that unfortunately that you cared about. Because this is a love reading. Romantic or platonic. Baby. Yeah. Putting you in this unhappy and unfulfilled position because they bitter baddies. Regardless of genders. Right? See, this was supposed to be some sort of a friend of yours, or a good family member, or a lover, something like that. Whatever the case may be, and I make sure you put yourself inside of the story as you see fit. Take accountability for your actions. Okay? Yeah. And you guys are no longer confused about an illusion or who somebody is with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Right? Yeah. And somebody could possibly may not be seen for who they are because of certain positions they may hold. But because you've been around this energy and you know their actions, you've seen somebody for who they truly are, regardless of if you want that to be the reality or not yet. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Holy Spirit is saying you don't have you won't be in a such a down energy, because he's going to do something to make things better. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, I ain't even seen a person show up yet. The person that did this, that they're saying that did, like, this is literally the divine, like, telling the story. Because usually, I know a lot of Pentacles is out here, but that's pretty much like, and that's in reverse. Okay, the Queen of Cups here is talking about you. We have some people here that's representing them celebrating. This is like telling you what they did, or telling whoever else what you did. Whatever the case may be here. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is also letting you know that this energy, you would have been in this energy in order for this energy to have some sort of movement forward. This is what they celebrated behind your back. They celebrated you being the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Mind you, you're not perfect. Somebody's not perfect. Or this is what you celebrated with. Somebody celebrated somebody's downfall. Okay? You did not know this. Okay? This wasn't seen. For a lot of you guys, this wasn't known. Okay? This hurt. This was a great loss. For a lot of you guys, you're in separation from these energies. Okay? There were things you were trying to do in life that just wasn't, not that maybe it wasn't having movement forward, but not as much movement forward as it could have had, right? Not that you was expecting a boomerang, but you weren't expecting a tortoise either, right? And so, maybe that rose some red flags for you. Well, the thing is that unbeknownst to you, somebody that you cared about was causing towers, man-made towers, okay? And because of that, just because they weren't seeing the physical, God and the angels and your ancestors of love and light in them, right? They all saw what happened. And guess what? God, they called judgment on the situation. Or maybe you did, okay? If you guys got this ranking and then you can call judgment, all right? Whatever they did, it put a lot of burdens on your back, and they did this on purpose because they was jealous and envious with the Five of Wands here, and they sat here with the Three of Cups with others that they got, in some cases here, and they threw a party. They had fun. They the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, regardless of gender. So they could have tried to steal? We've been getting that energy so much. We've been getting that energy so much. But God's saying you don't have anything to worry about. You won't be sad for much longer, or you won't feel like you down, or whatever the case may be, if that's what you've been feeling. For some of you guys, you already out this energy, and this is what completely in the past, and this is what happened. So just be mindful, okay? But yeah, this is absurd. Yeah, not a cups in reverse. Somebody was like a complete jackass that tried to block your progress, block you. Yeah, and just this was completely unfair. So somebody literally sat here and tried to block your movement forward, or this is what you tried to do to someone else. But this ain't just anybody. This is somebody that you care for. It's somebody that you actually, like, once upon a time fucked with real heavy, whether you still do or not. Okay, regardless of whatever season you're in while watching this. Feel free to also give our other channel, Billy Goat's Prophetic Vessel, a look. Okay, that link is also in the description box. Those readings are timeless as well. Holy Spirit, final messages. Okay, we have I remember you. So yeah, you guys, whoever this energy is for you guys that's very shy to come on out in this reading. It's like the divine having to, it's like somebody having to speak for the energy because the energy is too embarrassed to tell it themselves. Okay, they feel that much of an ass. I remember you, but remember, they wouldn't feel that much of an ass if their plan actually worked out, right? Because this was a thought out plot, because a celebration was had on a downfall. A celebration was had on a downfall, and the downfall that they celebrated for you is about to be their very downfall with 10 times worse, right? And so then this puts you in the 5 of Cups in reverse, because it's like a kind of like the end of Freaky Friday. If you remember the Freaky Friday where they got back into their rightful bodies, you know. But yeah, you guys have past life history, so this could be just wrapping up some shit, but not to make it sound loosely or nothing, because this shit is just, that's wild, right? That's real wild, because who wants to go through that? Who wants to go through that? I'm going to make it up to you. This came out in reverse, so that's a very strong hell no. Or this is meaning that they're gonna just say what they need to say to try to get back in your good graces and do the same shit again, because they ain't really changed. So somebody didn't really change. So be mindful of somebody trying to come back and they haven't gone through their process with God yet. Yeah, so we have karmic soulmate. This could have been a karmic soulmate for you guys, and or somebody could have went towards a karmic soulmate depending upon your storyline. And this is what happened. Yeah, this is what happened. My pride and ego got the best of me. So somebody didn't really see how their actions were impacting other people because they were only paying attention to themselves. Whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with. I look at your pictures every day. So somebody they really admire you, but that doesn't take like back what they did. And you definitely should work towards forgiveness, but that takes time, right? And don't let anybody rush you just because they want things to go their way when they want them to go their way. I guess somebody should have thought about that before they sat here and willingly plotted. Because had things continue to go their way, would they even be in this energy? They sat here and celebrated, and the only reason why somebody's still not is because they got caught now. Their tactics are seen for what they are, and that's why they're terrified. The last time we were together was the last time. What? Hell no? Hell yeah. So, as you guys already know, thank you all for your love and support here. To truly, truly appreciate it. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.